Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we were having another round of crew member chats. We are currently on engineering. So let's see if Alice has anything to say. You'd think she would.
Rachni, that must get your mouth watering.
Can do a story that's as classified as it gets.
I suppose it would cause a panic, but wouldn't the news drive up recruiting?
It might also piss off a Krogan with diplomatic immunity. No thanks.
Interesting that she's not willing to run a story on that. Okay.
Commander.
Alice. And you two in here, Gabby and Ken.
You helped repair Edie's mobile frame after that last mission.
She just needed an extra pair of hands. I am an engineer, remember?
Were oils and lubricants involved? Was there any moaning?
In your dreams, Kenneth.
If only my imagination was that good.
I have the most disgusted facial expression right now. I look like I've just smelt the most horrific fart. Why? Why is Donnelly like this? Why?
Shepard.
Please have some respect.
My board is green.
Daniels, you're alright. Daniels is cool. Could we get one without the other? Would that be possible? Like, if we fired Donnelly, do you reckon Daniels wouldn't stay? They come as a duo. They come as a duo and excuse, let me leave. Thank you. Yeah, they're a pair. I don't know why she puts up with him, to be honest. I don't know. No. No, that's not... You might find that funny and, like, that's fair, but that's just not my type. Like, I think Donnelly and I have very opposing personalities. I'm like, yeah, no thank you. No thank you. And Javik, hello.
There was no such thing as trusting the Rachni in our cycle. They were animals.
You know about them?
In our cycle, we used them as weapons. Biological.
It was before I was born, but every Prothean had heard the
When
stories.
We knew of them, the Rachni spent their lives singing thoughts to each other. But our scientists were more interested in their biology. The Rachni were well suited to harsh conditions. So we bred them for violence, selecting the most cunning and warlike of the queens. Then we unleashed them upon our enemies. For a time, it worked, until they became too cunning and warlike and turned on us. We put them down before they could develop any further. We thought they had been exterminated. Yet it seems our experiment evolved into this cycle's nemesis.
That were a bit weird. That was a little strange, but still an interesting story. They were just simple animals. I say simple animals. Clearly, they were capable of, you know, heightened levels of intelligence if they turned on the Protheans. But no, the Rachni survived. Every time someone tries to kill off the Rachni, they always seem to survive somehow. I mean, to be fair, it's a good trait to have.
Rachni proved the universe favors the strong. Our cycle tried to exterminate them, then yours, and they still survived.
That they did.
I would prefer to be alone. To be alone.
Okay, there we go. Fair dues. Fair dues, I will leave you be. And down to the shuttle bay.
Hey Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Okay, you two.
Wish you could have seen that gun on Tachanka firsthand. I cut the auditory emulators and watched that Cerberus cruiser gracefully and silently disintegrate. Beautiful.
Sometimes I worry about you, man.
No, he's talking about killing Cerberus people. That is, yes, that is the way to go, 100%. Oh, Naomi is so envious. She would have loved to see a Cerberus ship disintegrate.
Ma'am.
Cortez. And James.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
Okay.
Rachni? Of all the things that... It's like you got the opposite of a horseshoe up your ass.
Okay.
Grunt is crazier than you, and that's saying something. You're better looking, at least.
Oh, well, thank you for that, but Grunt, you know, he's our adopted son. He got his craziness from me. You know, it would make sense, you know, with that, you know, with his Krogan DNA, it would amp up the craziness. Makes complete sense.
Hey.
Hey. Okie doke. And where's the pupper? Where's the pupper? There you are. Hello, Sophie.
Good dog.
Yes. Yes, you are. Okay. And with that, I think we are good to move on. Now then, I want to spend a little bit of time doing some planet scanning. Then we're going to head to the Citadel, see what we can hand in. And from there, we'll go and help out the Taurians. Now then, I never actually looked at this system. What is this? What is this listening post? Listening Post X-19. Listening Post X-19 was built shortly after the Rachni Wars, just in case any Rachni survived the annihilation of Swen. The post orbits the mass relay and is still manned and maintained, although today it largely exists as a customs checkpoint for researchers studying the Rachni homeworld. Among members of the Council militaries, being assigned to the station is seen as a form of punishment or exile, considering that there have been no signs of sapient life on Swen for over 1,000 years. Station length, 332 meters. Mass, 106,000 metric tons. Population, 340. Okay. Okay, it's just a little listening post. Oh, okay. Maybe it'll come in handy later. Maybe something will happen there at a later date. Oh, damn Kiana? Damn Kiana, as the main source of helium-3 in the Maskim-Zul system, is orbited by abandoned recovery stations that the Rachni built during their days of conquest. Because the Rachni trusted in their high tolerance for radiation, the stations were poorly shielded against cosmic rays and have deteriorated over time. The Citadel species built their own stations during the Rachni War, several of which have been maintained to this day. Orbital distance, 5.6 AU. Orbital period, 24.2 Earth years. Radius, 27,231 kilometers. Day length, 8.7 Earth hours. And you at the back here. Kashaptu. Kashaptu is the first terrestrial planet that the Rachni visited after achieving spaceflight. Although most of Kashaptu is composed of silicate minerals, the Rachni made an important discovery when they charted the Howling Gulf, an enormous crater near the planet's equator. The depression was caused by the impact of several dozen extrasolar asteroids containing large quantities of element 0. The Rachni took samples of the new element back to Swen for further study. Centuries later, when the Rachni captured the Citadel expedition that opened the relay to their system, their research on EZO helped them reverse engineer the ship's FTL drives. The Rachni built faster-than-light vessels of their own and rapidly expanded beyond their own stars. Orbital distance, 2.2 AU. Orbital period, 6.0 Earth years. Radius, 1,258 kilometers. Day length, 52.5 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 0.8 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature, 462 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.24 G. And just you left Suen. Suen, the Rachni homeworld, is tidally locked to the system's red dwarf. With one side constantly bombarded by the sun and the other completely frozen, life evolved in the Terminator, the perpetual twilight zone between Suen's two extremes. The Rachni mainly foraged underground. Suen's abundant subterranean rivers presented them with a place to thrive. Wrestling with the engineering problems of Suen's extreme surface environment may have given the Rachni their first insights into how to build interstellar spacecraft. Suen was the site of the last battle in the Rachni Wars. When Krogan forces bombarded the planet, the Rachni abandoned their surface buildings for the security of their tunnels. The Krogan, resistant to Suen's toxic atmosphere, carried weapons of mass destruction into the secret chambers of the Rachni Queens, and detonated explosions so powerful the sinkholes are still visible today. Orbital distance 0.3 AU. Orbital period 0.3 Earth years. Radius 3,029 kilometers. Day length 0.2 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure 0.88 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 40 Celsius, Terminator. Gravity 0.71 G. So I know that it looks like the next Mass Effect game is going to take place far in the future. Personally, I think it could actually be cool to have a Mass Effect game set in the past. I think it'd be really interesting if we had a Mass Effect game that was set during the Rachni Wars. Yes, we know how it ends. The Rachni are, defeated and this, that, and t'other. But I still think it would be really cool to visit some of those early battles. This was... You know what? We actually need some fuel, so we'll go and grab this. Whilst I remember... Yes, it was you. Yoink. Lovely jubbly, excellent. Saves us some money having to buy it. Okay. Now then, let's see. Yeah, I've explored there and there. That's the Citadel. It's Krogan DMZ zone. Yet there's a bunch of new stuff here. A bunch. And I can't remember what I have and have not been to. I'm pretty sure I haven't been to Gemini Sigma. That sounds new. Hello?
I found something.
Aha! Okay, there, and the Reapers are finally like, oh, hold up, someone's scanning over there. Lads, where's... God, we've got a lot of planets in this system. Flippin' heck. Paternalis, maybe? Paternalis is a large rock world with an unusually thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. The frigid world's crust contains extensive deposits of uranium and occasional loads of naturally occurring plutonium. With a total mass more than 4 times that of Earth, Paternalis should have a significantly thicker atmosphere. This unusual feature has flagged it as worthy of scientific investigation, but the need for expensive amounts of radiation shielding has deterred interest. Orbital distance 44.45 AU. Orbital period 297.4 Earth years. Radius 8,927 kilometers. Day length 36.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.06 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 174 Celsius. Surface gravity 2.8 G. And you over here. You know what? I'm gonna finish off my thought. The world of Mass Effect, the universe, it has so many interesting, little side stories. You know, the Krogan rebellions, the Rachni wars. I think it could be really cool, to have a Mass Effect game where we, effectively like a prequel of sorts, which shows okay, here's this incident, we're gonna go more into it. I think that could be really cool. Farkrothu, a standard gas hydrogen-helium gas giant. Farkrothu is only distinguished by its moons. Several dozen of them have been sculpted into the likeness of an arthropodal alien race not yet known to council science. Radiometric dating suggests the moons were worked over 500,000 years ago. Orbital distance 23.2 AU. Orbital period 112.1 Earth years. Radius 66,014 kilometers. Day length 8.4 Earth hours. Then over here we have you with something for us, I see. Mavagon. Mavagon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents deep underground. Severe storm cycles are common. Due to limited visibility, navigation may be difficult. Orbital distance 12.125 AU. Orbital period 42.3 Earth years. Radius 4,906 kilometers. Day length 52.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.82 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 124 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.8 G. And what do you have? Over yonder. Oh, hello. Okay, credits. Excellent. I'll always happily take more money. Then to you. Hungito. Or Hunningto, there we go. Hunningto is a Jovian-sized gas giant with a standard hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Traces of methane give the planet its distinct cobalt blue tint. Spectral analysis indicates its extensive ring system is mostly composed of ice crystals. Hunningto has an exceptionally powerful magnetic field, which creates strong radio interference throughout the inner system. Orbital distance 10.025 AU. Orbital period 31.8 Earth years. Radius 73,733 kilometers. Day length 16.7 Earth hours. And last but by no means least, Paravan. Paravan is a small, unremarkable rock world. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of aluminum. Paravan's low mass has left it tidally locked to the star Han. If there were any resources of value, mining stations could be established on the relatively temperate Twilight Band. Orbital distance 0.65 AU. Orbital period 0.5 Earth years. Radius 4,839 kilometers. Day length 0.5 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure 0.0 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 414 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.5 G. Lovely, and I see it's just Ming. No, ooh, that's a long way. That's a long way. Also, very beautiful. Oh dear, mistakes may have been made. Oh, come on.
Signal confirmed.
Okay. Okay, that's promising. Flippin' heck, this is bright. Dear God. And, 320. Okay. Okay, we should be safe. We should be safe with that. And anything hidden in the asteroid belt? Come on. Show me the goods. Okay, there are no goods. Fair play. Fair play. Altanorch. Altanorch is a small but typical hydrogen-helium gas giant with no outstanding features. Its combination of strong magnetic field and relatively shallow gravity well make it a popular stopover world for discharging FTL drive cores. Orbital distance 983.6 AU. Orbital period 4,005.7 Earth years. Radius 32,605 kilometers. Day length 16.3 Earth hours. And Parag. Parag is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 AU from Ming, its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of silver. Due to the radiation and heat, landing on Parag's sunward side with anything less than warship-grade shielding will likely be fatal. Parag rotates at a retrograde to the rest of the Ming system, indicating that it is likely a captured body. Orbital distance 604.72 AU. Orbital period 1930.3 Earth years. Radius 7,979 kilometers. Day length 22.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.58 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 1,117 Celsius. Surface gravity 2.0 G. And you have right there. Ooh, Alliance Cruiser Nairobi. Okay, what are you doing out here? Okay. Thank you kindly. And just you. Antiroprus, maybe? Antiroprus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant that formed in the outer regions of Ming's system and is in the process of migrating inwards. In a few million years, the planet's atmosphere will begin to boil away into space. There is a sizable temperature difference between the side of Antiroprus facing the energetic blue giant primary and the side facing the cold of deep space. This variance powers massive cyclonic wind systems. The intense heat it absorbs from the sun, in addition to its own internal heat engine, causes the planet's dark side to radiate faintly in the infrared. Orbital distance 168.7 AU. Orbital period 284.2 Earth years. Radius 57,948 kilometers. Day length 10.8 Earth hours. Okay, lovely, and that should be this system sorted. Come on, all the way back here. We should just make it. There we go. There we go, and I am absolutely grabbing this now. Yoink. Okay, 470. Ooh, that was a good one. That was very nice. Excellent. Okay, yeah, this is 100%. 100%. Okay, let's check out Petra Nebula. Okay, this just looks like... Okay, yeah, it's just the one system. Okay, that's good. And nothing at all. Oh, this is Grissom Academy, of course. Excuse me. Excuse me. It doesn't show up as 100% complete. Therefore, I don't remember. And anything here? No, this is also a single system. Oh, Novaria! Oh, shit! Long time no see, my goodness! Flippin' heck! Well, this is a blast from the past, okay. I wonder why this area's opened up. It doesn't look like there's anything here. Vels. Vels has a thin atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Most other materials freeze and fall as snow. Its surface is composed of potassium, with deposits of magnesium. While investigating the primitive anaerobic life of Vels, binary helix survey teams discovered a cunningly hidden anchorage belonging to the ancient Krogan warlord Morrow. Many records and artifacts of the Krogan rebellions were recovered and sold at auction. The empty base is now abandoned. Orbital distance 24.5 AU. Orbital period 136.6 Earth years. Radius 7,547 kilometers. Day length 62.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.07 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 220 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.7 G. And over yonder, Marana. Marana is an icy planetoid smaller than Earth's moons. Many planetary geologists suspect it was once an Oort cloud ice dwarf that migrated inward after an encounter with some other body. While the crust is frozen water, deeper layers are mostly silicates, with pockets of magnesium and aluminum. Marana is tidally locked to Pax. The same side always faces the sun. Orbital distance 6.3 AU. Orbital period 17.7 Earth years. Radius 1,089 kilometers. Day length 17.7 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature negative 158 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.1 G. And Novaria, oh, memories. Oh my, it's been so long. It's been so long since the first game, my goodness. Novaria is a small, frozen terrestrial world, barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately charted by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. The war has brought significant attention to this otherwise obscure planet. Novaria is home to some of the most advanced research in the galaxy, a sure magnet for Cerberus interest. Further, Novaria's mass relay is the stop between the humans' Exodus cluster and the beginning of Solarian space. It is a safe bet that the Solarians will defend their borders to the utmost. Colony founded 2163. Population 405,200. Capital Port Hanshan. Orbital distance 0.9 AU. Orbital period 0.9 Earth years. Radius 5,656 kilometers. Day length 52.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.87 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature -1 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.81 G. I would assume maybe Cerberus are gonna go after Novaria in a later quest. The fact that they were saying, oh, Cerberus is sure to want to get their hands on this research, I'm like, potential future quest maybe? Svarog. Svarog is Pax's only gas giant, but its temperature, powerful winds, and high orbital velocity make it a poor candidate for helium-3 mining. While Novaria enjoys plentiful deuterium for its fusion plants, it imports all of its helium-3 from out-system. Like most Pegasids, Svarog is thought to have formed outside the frost line of its parent star and migrated inward due to an unstable orbit. Its small size, compared to the usual hydrogen-helium gas giants, is likely due to hydrodynamic escape. Since it orbits closer than 0.015 AU, the planet's atmosphere is likely soon to be consumed. Scientific debate continues on how the other planets in the system survived Svarog's migration, as its gravity may have played havoc with them early in their formation. Orbital distance not applicable. Orbital period 0.2 Earth years. Radius 32,285 kilometers. Day length 13.4 Earth hours. Okay, lovely. And with that, yeah, that's Grissom Academy. We'll go there later. Yeah, okay, I think I'm good for planet scanning. Unless, do we have, where was he? The Krogan DMZ zone was over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking everywhere. It pays to check. I swear down we've been to the Anos Basin. I swear down we have. Oh, Surkesh, of course, okay. Well, it's still good stuff. That is most of the new systems scanned, so let's head to the Citadel. And with that, I am looking good to bring this episode to a close. In the next one, we see if there's anything new waiting for us on the Citadel. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.